Hey everybody, welcome to the what's the name of the show again?
Lesser Saints of Discord, you idiot.
Lesser Saints of Discord. Yeah, it's that
We're
show.
off to a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no one's watching, so probably
Every
for the
Friday,
best.
4:30
Also, no
PM
one's gonna
Pacific
watch
Standard
the.
Time, 7:30 PM Eastern, and yeah. Hey Vampire.
Yeah, no one's watching. No one's gonna watch the VOD. We're fine.
This is all just an exercise for me to keep my comedy chops up, and
Yeah, it's
hopefully
not
go back to doing
successful, but we
stand-up.
keep trying.
Optimism doesn't exist here anymore.
Well, I got this. I got this new drop.
Would you fuck me for blow?
No,
Okay.
don't use that one.
Fun.
Vampire! Vampire is here.
Yeah. I already said hey.
You're useless, Jables.
I am not. I'm the only reason this even exists.
That makes you useless, because this is useless.
I mean, technically you don't do any of the production aspect of it.
Finding articles is part of production.
Yeah, when we don't need articles.
Yeah.
At this rate, I think you'd go looking for articles even if we didn't have a show.
I would. Yeah. Let's talk about this weird shit.
Every Friday, it's part of my schedule, man. Or every Tuesday, it's part of my schedule, man. So this week, I got to experience a picket line.
Yeah.
Next week, I get to lay someone off.
Fun.
Actually, I get to lay two people off.
Are they part of the picket line?
No.
Okay.
No, the picket line was for a completely different trade. And it has nothing to do with the picket line. They are apprentices who are getting rotated to another job site in another company as part of their apprenticeship.
Oh, hey, cats.
Cats is here!
Oh, cats.
We all should fear.
Yeah, Cats, you'll be happy to know I now have a country version of showing them titties. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys hate it so much. I don't like this.
We, you know, I can't say we hate it so much. Or, you know, fuck it. I don't fucking know. You've broken me. You hear that, Jables? You've broken me.
I'm completely
I broke a
indifferent to
Marine.
it.
That is an accomplishment.
No. I'm back.
No, it's...
You come on, let me gainer at your boobs.
Yeah.
Who are you directing that at?
That
Because
one's
you've already seen mine.
That was barely understandable.
Yeah, you have a point. I should find a better one.
Something,
Let me gander at your boobs.
Yeah, it's something, boobs.
Come on, let me gander at your boobs.
Yeah, but you enunciate.
Oh, that's what that was supposed to be.
Yeah, but Jables enunciates so we can actually understand it.
I just need to make the clip longer. Makes more sense. Fine,
Yeah.
I'll go back to the old one.
Do you still have it, or hey, Mickey?
What?
Now show 'em them titties.
Yep, there you go.
Now show 'em them titties.
Who are you
Would you fuck me
directing
for
that
blow?
at anyway?
That
Huh?
one's clear. It's concise. It immediately gets the point across.
Yeah. What was that, Rimshee?
Who are you directing that at right now? Because I know it's not me. You've seen mine.
Yeah, haven't seen Sirs. Haven't seen cats. Haven't seen vampires. Haven't seen Mickey's. Not saying I want to see any of your boobs. I'm just saying that I have the soundbite.
To quote Ron White and whoever he got this from, once you've seen one pair, you want to see them all.
Yeah. Yeah, Yami's a big holdout.
For you.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
It's fantastic on my end.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But
I'm a messy bitch and I live for the drama.
That cut out just
So
a
keep
little
this
bit
going.
too early.
It was fine on my end.
What was that?
It cut out just a little bit too early. Like, it cut off the very end of the A in drama.
That's because of your noise cancellation shit.
No. I'm hearing it
I'm
full,
a messy
full and
bitch and I
clear.
live for the drama.
I heard it.
Got the full
It
thing.
was fine.
I'm a messy
Yeah, I
bitch
don't
and
have
live for
noise
the drama.
canceling for you guys. It's only on my voice right now.
Okay.
And we're talking about behind the scenes shit while everyone else is like, get on with it, you assholes!
I don't know much about dinosaurs.
No reason why I should have that. But I do. Mickey, I'm pretty sure I've shown you my boobs. I've shown most people my boobs.
Because you're a whore.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't get paid. I'm a slut. Different.
I was going to try
Oh,
and give you more credit, but if you want to throw yourself under the bus, that's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a company man. He doesn't. He wants to work for the company. It has nothing to do with money.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I can't argue with that, Mickey. I kind of want to see. I've already seen Javel's boobs, but yeah, I'm in agreement there.
Oh, you want to see Dina's tits?
Like I said, when you've seen one pair, you kind of want to see them all. Old biker titty. Just she's got to roll it back up after she shows you. Still kind of want to see it.
If no, I'll get in trouble. Never mind.
We'll just wait for Dina to get here and we'll ask her.
Yeah.
How's that sound, Mickey?
I think everybody's in
Anyway, we
agreement.
could.
They want to see Dina's boobs. Yeah. You wanted to go on with your safety lesson for the day?
Yeah, we can talk about safety because people are dumb assholes. I have to pull it up, but yeah. I gotta find it.
Why didn't you already have it up? I thought that was the
I-
title and everything.
Yeah, well, I'm in the wrong area, obviously.
We talked about
The
this last night.
Yeah, we talked about this last night, and I pulled it up, and it's being dumb.
Oh, we got a Quint present.
Dum dum dum. Dum dum. Dum dum.
Jeez.
Dum dum.
Fuck it, I'm going back to the news articles and pulling it up fresh.
Dum 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 dum.
We have such high production value. When we screw up, it's news or something.
It's never news when we screw up. That's just a constant.
Oh, I went right past it. That makes total sense. Cool. All right. let's
Dumbass.
let's get into this. Transition.
Mm.
I don't know what it is, but the transitions have been better lately.
Mm.
Mom charged
Mm.
after shooting her 5-year-old son while trying to target a loose dog. HPD says.
What?
We're starting
Should I
sad,
repeat
guys.
This is not satire, because this is ABC 13 eyewitness news.
How the fuck did you miss?
Oh, it's easy
First
to
off,
miss. It's really
well, there are a
easy to
couple
miss.
things here. One, fuck you for well, I'll get in. We'll find out about the dog here in a minute. But fuck you for trying to shoot that puppy. Two, how the fuck did you miss so bad you hit your own kid?
Yeah, it's
All right,
on life's list of catastrophic fuck ups.
I think the mom was just looking for an excuse to kill her kid.
I like
All
Casey
right.
Anthony.
Houston, Texas.
There's that old Chad Daniels joke. It's like, yeah, men abandon families, but women kill their children.
It's not wrong. That's
There's a greater
probably the
context to
worst
that
part.
whole bit, but yeah.
All right. So, a mother has been charged after accidentally shooting her 5-year-old son while trying to shoot a dog that was running across the street in North Houston, according to Houston police.
It was across the street?
Yeah, the dog was running across the street.
Like across the street, like crossing the street towards them, or it was on the other side of the street?
Let's get to it. The incident happened at 700 Dunham Road on Saturday afternoon. Angela Mia Vargas, 24, has been charged with deadly conduct with a firearm because she's a dumbass. According to neighbors, Vargas, her son, and another family member were riding bikes down the street when a dog ran out. That dog, named Bruno, is a 6-month-old boxer puppy.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck you.
6 months old, just wants to play around and chase things. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno's
It's a dog.
owner. Bruno's owner did not want to appear on camera, but told us what happened. I came out of my house because Bruno was barking and barking. I thought my brother was coming, said the owner, who thought Bruno's barking was to indicate his brother was at the door. So I opened the door just a little bit, and he comes running out. In Ring doorbell video obtained by ABC 13, you can see Bruno running out of the owner's out with the owner following immediately behind. The owner can be seen telling the dog to come back in the house. The dog roams out onto the street, and less than a second later, multiple shots rang out. Gunshots were then followed by extended screaming by a little boy's parents. Vargas's 5-year-old son was rushed to the hospital in stable condition with non-life-threatening wounds, police say. So, the kid's gonna live despite his mom's idiocy.
He's gonna use that for the rest of his fucking life. Hey, mom, remember that time you shot me? Let me rent this R-rated movie.
Yeah, no, I know my mom hates me. She shot me once.
Yeah.
Where's
Oh, you think your mom's bad? My mom shot me one time.
Yep.
The boy was struck in the abdomen by one of the 3 bullets that Vargas allegedly fired from a small caliber pistol, according to Detective Jay Hasley with the HPD Major Assaults and Family Violence Division. She could have handled it differently. No shit.
You think?
Because that might have been a playful chase by the dog, as opposed to like a malicious one. Like,
Oh, it's scary. Boxers
especially with a
almost
boxer.
never Boxers are almost never malicious when they're just running around being goofs.
You know,
It's like
if
it's not
the dog bit your son, yeah, go for it. I
it's
don't
not
give a shit
even
at that point.
indicated that the dog was attempting to chase them anyway. As soon as the dog made the street, the bitch starts shooting.
Yeah. Fucking 24
She didn't even
year-olds.
fucking wait to see if there would be a chase.
Like she pulled and fired. That's it. It for all we know, the dog was running away from them at the time.
Yeah. It reminds me of an old fucking show that I used to watch on YouTube a while back. They had like several rules, and one of those rules was guns are not remote controls for life.
That's a funny way to put it, but I like it.
Anyway,
You
Yeah.
can't just pull a firearm and expect things to happen the way you wish them to.
You're not John Wick.
John Wick
Not-
wouldn't shoot the dog.
no, John
That-
Wick would
that
shoot
is-
the person who shot the dog
Yeah.
in the face multiple times and feel no sympathy or remorse whatsoever.
Yeah, using that gun foo. By the
Anyway.
way, John Wick movies, great movies.
Oh yeah.
Fucking excellent.
So I'm going to reread the first part of the quote. She could have handled it differently. You know, she was there. Her husband was there. I was there. Nothing would have happened. Nothing bad like that, said Bruno's owner. He says he felt bad for the child getting hit and has had nightmares since that day. I was asleep and I had a dream hearing the little boy crying, and that's what woke me up when I was sleeping yesterday. From the video, you can tell only a few seconds elapsed from the dog running out to gunfire. Bruno was grazed on one leg, but otherwise fine. Bruno's owner was given a Class C misdemeanor citation for having a loose dog. That's fair.
Yeah, it's illegal to have a loose dog, whatever. But just a few seconds, door opens, dog runs out, you instantly go to pull your gun.
I'm not even sure I agree with that necessarily.
Oh, look at
Like-
cute little Bruno.
The dude opens his door, and the dog runs past him as he's checking the door, and he immediately moves to bring the dog back. That doesn't count as a loose animal to me.
It could have done other things.
I mean, like, if you just have like for me, like loose animals, just like, oh, you just let your dog out of the house and let it wander wherever the fuck it wants.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
unmuting this so that maybe we get something.
Barking and barking, I thought it was my brother was coming. So I opened the door just a little bit and he comes running out.
As captured on this Ring video, the owner immediately follows Bruno out and tries to get him to come inside. But within seconds, gunfire. It's hard to see on the video, but neighbors say a family of 3, including Angelia Vargas and her 5-year-old son, were riding their bicycles on the upper right hand of the video. And it was Vargas who fired at Bruno, only to have a bullet ricochet and hit her own son.
So he was heading towards them, kinda. But god
Okay.
damn,
But
the dog's just frolicking in the street.
also, couple things. Cute puppy. 2, the guy that owns Bruno, either he's seen way too much shit or he hasn't been in any shit, because he did not react to those gunshots at all.
Other
Also,
than to
again,
turn
it was
around.
It's like, oh, it was kind of moving towards it. It's like, it's a puppy.
It's a puppy.
Puppies are curious.
If the dog straight up attacks, sure. That's fine. Protect your child if the dog straight up attacks.
I said, the dog didn't
But-
even get a chance. It
Yeah.
had barely made it to the street before this bitch starts shooting.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, you just wanted to kill a fucking dog, didn't you?
I think she wanted to shoot her son and use the dog as an excuse.
Well,
to
it was a
finally do
ricochet. It wasn't a straight shot.
Oh, it was a ricochet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they said in the video.
Oh,
And
that's...
judging by how
yeah,
they said that she
ricochet,
immediately
quote
started.
unquote. Sure.
Judging by how they said she immediately started freaking the fuck out, I don't think she intended to shoot her own kid. Jeez, what a fucking dumb reactionary cunt, man.
Oh, there's the little grays. That's really not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm glad you're doing okay, Bruno. You're a cute pup.
Bruno's a good boy.
Really
Yeah.
a good boy.
Fuck Angela. Angela.
Hey,
her and
She predicted the ricochet. What the fuck is this, Minority Report?
hey, whiskey glasses for the good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a sad-ish news
Yeah.
that we had.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
You want to talk about a real-life Jonah?
What?
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
Yeah, I'll post it in the live show.
Do we want to drag Quint in?
Oh, I've got it. I'm ready.
Should we drag in Canuck?
Yeah,
By the
sure.
way,
Why
he's
not?
been waiting around for a while. By the way, join the Discord, people.
Yeah.
Hop in the waiting room. We might drag you in if.
Then maybe you could talk to us. It's not a lot of fun, but maybe. And he just went back to the waiting room. Interesting.
Hey, what's going on?
No idea.
Not much.
Not much. We're going to talk about a real life Jonah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm actually surprised you don't have the regular guest role at this point.
Yeah, I just take what I'm given.
That would mean that he'd be able to come in whenever he wanted.
Yeah, and then I just wave my dick around. It should get weird.
All right, so who's
All right.
taking this one?
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
I was completely inside. I've said that once or twice.
It's because you said that yesterday.
Lobster diver swallowed by humpback whale off Provincetown.
The fuck? There we are.
I read this one, yeah. Good.
Provincetown. At a little before 8 a.m. Friday, veteran lobster diver Michael Packard entered the water for his second dive of the day. His vessel, the Janjay,
Okay.
no idea how to pronounce that, weird apostrophe places, was off Heron Cove Beach and surrounded by a fleet of boats catching striped bass. The water temperature was a balmy 60 degrees and visibility about 20 feet. Licensed commercial lobster divers literally pluck lobsters off the sandy bottom, and as Packard, 56, dove down Friday morning, he saw schools of sand lances and stripers swimming by him. The ocean food chain was in full evidence, but about 10 feet from the bottom, Packard suddenly knew what it truly felt like to be part of that chain. In something truly biblical, Packard was swallowed whole by a humpback whale. All of a sudden, I felt this huge shove, and the next thing I knew, it was completely black, Packard recalled. Friday afternoon, following his release from Cape Cod Hospital in Hyannis, I could sense I was moving, and I could feel the whale squeezing with the muscles in his mouth, he said. Initially, Packard thought he was inside a great white shark, but he couldn't feel any teeth, and he hadn't suffered any obvious wounds. It quickly dawned on him that he'd been swallowed by a whale. I was completely inside. It was completely black. Says every white guy in Atlanta. Packard said. Packard said. I thought to myself, there's no way I'm getting out of here. I'm done. I'm dead. All I could think of was my boys. They're 12 and 15 years old. Yeah. We don't need to go into the rest of this. It's just, how do we know it's true? It's all dumb from there on. Yeah. Somebody swallowed by a fucking rail.
How'd he get
Where?
out?
That's what I was just going to ask.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot that part of it.
That's important.
Outfitted with scuba gear, he struggled and the whale began shaking its head so that Packard could tell he didn't like it. He estimated he was in the whale for 30 to 40 seconds before the whale finally surfaced. I saw a light and he started throwing his head side to side. Next thing I knew was I was outside in the water. So I just spat him out. Packard's sister, Cynthia Packard, spoke with crewman Josiah Mayo, who relayed some of the details to her. Packard said Mayo saw the whale burst to the surface and that he initially thought it was a great white shark. How do you confuse a humpback whale for a great white shark?
These people
quite a
is
difference in
smart.
size
Don't
and
question
profile.
it.
I think that's editorialism.
Well, I mean, I think at that point I might be just a little confused anyways.
The person
Just throwing
getting
that out.
swallowed. The person getting swallowed. Sure, maybe it's a great white shark.
Yeah, that would be a completely reasonable first thought. Oh, this huge fucking thing is surfacing and doing something weird. It must be a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately for this guy, baleen whales like the humpback, they're not capable of swallowing anything that's overly large.
Yeah, so he's trying to work it down, and then this shark came up and... Sorry, the whale came up and spat him out.
Yeah, it's like, whale, it's like, wait, no, something's wrong. That can't be food.
And where did this happen?
Off of Cape Cod.
Not fair.
Yeah.
You know, it just sucks that they don't have... It just sucks that they don't have footage of him coming up. That would have been funny.
Right?
Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. I'm also setting up the guest for the Laughing Scoundrel show right now. It's going to be
you're
Steve
useless.
McRae.
I like
You guys
pretty much
wanna-
everything that comes out of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's edible anyway.
Mm-hmm. There isn't an animal I won't put in my mouth at some point. You can take that however you want. Yep.
I've never eaten whale, though. And outside of Japan, I don't think I'll have any opportunity to.
Well, here's what you gotta know. The blowhole is the forbidden hidden hole.
Amen. If I could fill it, I'd try, but I know I can't.
Congratulations, Skull. You shot a pistol.
It's a Beretta, not a Beretta.
Yeah.
But, yeah, congrats. You shot a gun.
Woo.
Now, to be fair, I've never done that.
Yeah, but you're Canadian.
Yeah, I know.
Canadians
To be fair,
don't have
in
any
America.
freedom. Yeah, in America, it's part of our religion to shoot guns.
It's national pastime.
Freedom land people.
There's nothing more American than shooting baseballs and eating apple pie. Is that how that phrase goes?
Nothing
Oh,
more
God.
American than shooting loads. Wait.
Yeah. They refer to baseball as America's pastime. I couldn't give less of a shit about baseball.
I've been to a couple live baseball games. I'm in the stadium. Lots of fun that way.
Yeah,
But
whole
watching it
other
on
ball.
TV, following it, nah. Not so
Yeah, on
much.
TV, it's but in person, it's fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have a minor league team where I'm at.
I was at
Victory
the
Field is very nice, though.
longest Mariners game in history when I was a kid. It was my first baseball game.
No fact.
Yeah. Shit went on until like 2 or 3 in the morning. We left at like midnight.
Gables, this isn't going up on the show, but you've gotta see this. I've also got to send it to Bar. The fuck are you on? Oh, you're way at the top.
God. Why are you bringing up stuff that's not going on the show?
Fuck you. That's why.
That's funny, but I don't somebody made a purchase for a specific reason. So
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, delivery driver.
Anyway, should we move on
Whether or
to the
not I
next?
agree with that movement or not, but
Yeah. So, shall we move on to the next article?
yeah, sir. You want to take this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, wrong thing.
What?
Go ahead.
Seems
Oh
that
wait,
our...
Dina subscribed for 14 months. Thanks, Dina.
Thank you, Dina.
Dina, you're here. We have questions for you.
It would seem that our tales of whales haven't ended yet.
Yeah.
Coming to us from abc.net Australia. 2 men rushed to hospital after whale lands on boat near Narooma. 2 men on the New South Wales far south coast have been hospitalized after a whale landed on the deck of their boat. Emergency services were alerted to the incident just after 9 a.m. on Sunday when the 39-year-old skipper from Narooma issued a mayday call to Marine Rescue NSW. The skipper managed to get the boat back to Narooma boat ramp where he and his 18-year-old stepson were met by paramedics. The teen was airlifted to Canberra Hospital with serious head injuries and a suspected lower spinal fracture. Fuck. The skipper was treated at Morua Hospital for suspected concussion and cuts on his face. A crowdfunding page has been created to assist the family to pay medical bills. The family issued a statement on the pair's condition. Nick was transferred to Canberra Hospital where he remains in a coma. Shit. He is suffering from severe head and neck injuries, it read.
Yeah.
The extent of these injuries and
Fucking
long-term
whale landed
implications
on
is
your
not
boat.
known yet. Fuck! Look at that boat!
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
a shit, though.
That's more cosmetic damage than structural damage. So,
But it is significant. Like, did this thing didn't sink, did it?
Fortunate
doesn't
to get
seem
the
like
vessel
it.
back.
Yeah.
Underwater Safaris owner Francois Van Zyl said he was one of the first people on the scene after being alerted to the incident by marine rescue authorities. I went down to the boat ramp. There were 4 paramedics on site, and I just gave them a hand with whatever they needed a hand with, he said. I wasn't there to see the whale hit the vessel, but I was there to give assistance in getting the vessel out of the water and making sure that at any stage it was taking on water, I could get it out of the way. The boat was severely damaged in the incident, Mr. Van Zyl said. He didn't know how the skipper managed to navigate it back to shore. There was a large portion of the actual top of the console that looked like it was badly damaged. Let's just say that they are fortunate to get the vessel back. I'm sure we'd be telling a different story had it sunk out there.
Yeah. Man, they probably don't even have whale insurance to cover that. That's fucked.
John Moore, a former Montage Island charter operator, said the accident was very unusual. I'm extremely surprised. Situations like this are very, very rare, he said. Whales are incredibly intelligent and very aware of the areas that surround them. From my experience, it's been a case of larger boats hitting whales and not large whales hitting small boats. It's incredibly rare for a whale to breach and land on top of a boat. In my 40-odd years at sea, I've only ever heard of it once before.
Hey, real quick. Thank you, me. Been subscribed for 10 months.
Shut the fuck up, Jables.
Nice. Superintendent Joe McNulty said Maritime NSW had launched an investigation into the incident. While inquiries are in their infancy, the incident demonstrates the dangers these mammals can pose to those on the water, the Marine Area Commander said. We encourage anyone hoping to get a closer look to maintain a safe distance. You must not approach a whale any closer than 100 meters on a vessel, including boats, surf skis, and kayaks. The Australian Vice President of the Organisation for the Rescue and Research of Cetaceans, Jules Farrell, said the incident highlighted the need to stick to the rules. It has happened in the past. Whales can be very unpredictable, she said. That is why there are legal distances that people do need to stay away while in boats. Authorities believe the whale may have been injured in the collision, and NSW National Parks and Wildlife Services and ORRCA will provide assistance if they can. We will be on the lookout for reports from the area, Ms. Farrell said. I presume there may be some injuries, but it depends on the size of the whale as well. But fingers crossed the injuries to the whale aren't too severe. But our thoughts are also with the people that were on the vessel and were injured. I mean, the kid's in a fucking coma. The size and species of the animal are not known, but the majority of whales heading north at this time of year are humpbacks. Anyone who sees a stranded, entangled, or distressed whale is urged to contact NPWS on 1300-072-757. Experts believe the population of humpback whales are on the rise, and that could lead to more encounters with fishermen. There's a lot more whales out there every year, Ms. Farrell said. The population is increasing by 10 to 11%.
Nice. Cool. More whales.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard
whales.
whale tails are getting popular again.
God damn it.
No, I legitimately heard that, like in fashion. Like whale tails are getting popular.
So, yeah. Whales are big critters. And you definitely don't want one to land on you. Or swallow you.
So Addie just subbed, and it's still saying we're only at 94%.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize there was a hype train going.
Yeah, but it was at 94% before Addie.
Rimshee, you subbed. Addie didn't sub.
Read the donation.
You're right. Yeah, it was a dono.
I don't think Streamlabs counts for the...
You're right. I goobered that. Fuck you.
Addie donated $10. Wanted to thank everyone who donated toward my dental work. It's been a long time coming. But yesterday, we finally got confirmation that my insurance is ready to play ball. August 6th, I go in for my extractions. Thank you all for your help. Addie, like I told you in DMs, we just want you to be happy. So. this is a step to make you happy. That's all we really care about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats, Addie.
Itch don't make me.
Speaking of Addie and happy things, there's also going to be another Pride movie month on Sunday. We're either going to watch Connie and Carla or Birdcage. I think Birdcage is on the schedule.
Birdcage
Maybe
is
we'll watch both.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Nathan
great.
Lane is
then-
fantastic in that.
Yeah, that'll be Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific, same time as last week.
Hey!
And
Hype trade. Thank you, Y2K and W.
yeah,
Gifting a tier 1 sub to Gay Idiot Official.
yeah. So we will. Yeah, we'll have a fun movie. We'll have a fun queer movie night. And I don't mean that in the derogatory sense. I mean that in the LGBTQ sense.
Where's the
As if
hype
nobody could
train
tell.
emotes?
Yeah, I still don't
Oh.
understand the hype train, honestly.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's for.
Yeah, I don't have any real understanding either.
I think it's that we gain emotes if we're able to keep the hype train going. We gain like certain emotes.
Yeah, if people keep subbing and donating bits and gifting subs, then we get better stuff and more emotes or something like that.
Yeah, but do we really need more emotes? We already got the Scotch glasses and the pinkies up.
Well, we still need someone to
Man.
retrofit the Scotch glass with sunglasses.
As we were saying, we
Yeah.
technically unlocked our third emote. We just haven't implemented it yet.
Yeah, we need to talk to someone who can actually do the work because we're lazy and suck at it.
Somebody hit up Brainwash.
Yep.
We still need to hit him up about camera shit too.
That's right. Yeah, a little behind the scenes, everybody. Rimshee now has a camera and is willing to be on camera. So we're looking to set that up.
Yeah, you'll
Holy
see my
shit.
fat fucking ass still in my work clothes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thanks,
we have
Addie,
to
for gifting a sub to Jen.
Yeah.
Rimshee, also, don't be so hard on yourself. You're way more fit than I am.
This is true. But I stopped I stopped turning a wrench at work, and now I tell other people to turn a wrench.
Yeah, it's okay. Now's your time to get that beer gut. You're gonna be a dad. You need it anyway. And
She's a ginger?
yeah,
Not
Rimshee's
that I
a ginger.
remember.
He's a ginge.
Natty.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the right idea. Time for the dad bod.
Yeah. Well, it is Father's Day on Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you can't claim that yet.
According to my mom, I can.
You can't? Yeah.
No, according to my mom, I can because I'm an expectant father. I don't know.
Yeah, that can.
Well, yeah, if we do like black balloons and do a funeral of you no longer being a non-father, sure. Yeah, we can do that game. But like, can't celebrate you as a dad yet.
There's so much to celebrate, though.
Is there? Is there really?
Well, when you're the size of a moon, yeah, there's plenty to celebrate.
You crawled around in your backyard in a ghillie suit with a pellet gun for days.
I did not crawl. I didn't need to. And it was my front yard, too.
Man, you just had to
bad.
teach those fucking rodents a lesson.
Fuck yeah!
Mafia style.
I like the personal touch.
Well, since Father's Day is coming up, let's talk about pussy.
Great segue.
Canuck, would you mind reading this article?
One moment, let me
Yeah.
pull it up. Go ahead and talk. Oh shit, I need to get this. There we go. Okay,
I'm.
we're ready.
Is that the right? Okay, all right. Okay. I didn't expect to be reading about cats.
Yeah, who knew pussy could be so expensive?
Right. Well, I did. Top of the 5 most expensive cats in the world. Dutch, I don't pay for it. What would you do if you liked cats a lot and had a huge bag of money and wanted something to buy out of the ordinary? You would probably get one of these expensive, outrageously priced cats. If you ever thought about getting a cat from a specific breed with a good heritage, you will probably know that those cats don't come free. And British short hair can cost you a few $100, and more exotic cats like the Sphinx go for close to $1,000. But that's not even close to what we have, to what these most expensive cats cost. We've selected the top 5 most expensive cats in the world. A Peterbald between $1,000 and $5,000.
Damn
A
it.
Newfoundland-
It's a cross between a cat and a truck.
Right?
For those of you that don't know, that's a Peterbilt reference.
Yes. So a newcomer among cat breeds, the
Because
Peterbald
we
first
are very lame.
we can just talk about the cats. We don't need to read the whole fucking thing.
All right. So a Persian is between $1,000 and $6,000.
Which is a fucking mush-faced pug of a cat.
Yeah, but they're pretty. A Bengal is $1,000 to $10,000. That's fucking outrageous.
That's
Fucking
also
dead, man.
That's also a ridiculous fucking price difference.
Yeah, right. Like, what do you get for $1,000 Bengal versus a $10,000 Bengal?
I think it has to do with heritage. Okay, here we go. These tiger-like cats are one of the more popular breeds today. Bengal cats have a beautiful coat with a spotted or striped pattern, making their coats appear like those of tigers. These very active and playful hybrid cats are sometimes called leopard cats. Not after a real leopard, but because they are a hybrid breed between domestic house cat and the Asian leopard cat breed. There is even a subbreed of Bengal called the Hoiger, a Bengal cat with a coat pattern very close to that of a tiger. These wild cats are pretty pricey, and depending on their generation and heritage, they cost up to $10,000. So yeah, it's how many generations in they are, and what their heritage is.
Unreal. And then,
That's
of
why
course,
I don't pay attention to cat breeding.
right? I love cats, but mine cost me $250 as a rescue. And she's awesome. She's diabetic, but she's awesome. So Savannah's between $15,000 and $35,000. Unreal.
Oh no. No.
No, we're not. Addie. Feel free to come in. You're always welcome. But we are criticizing the cat market. Not not just reading a listicle about these cats. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's also cat number 2.
Fucking ridiculous.
Can't-
Hi,
There.
Mute the stream, you cunt.
I did. It took me
Hi,
a
Addie.
second. I'm sorry. Hi, Quint. What's going on?
No, I'm reading about pussy.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm just saying, man. If I'm paying 35 grand, I better be getting like an actual fucking tiger.
Right?
I'm paying 35 grand. There must be multiple happy endings involved.
Yeah.
I was absolutely heartbroken when I found out that so like I really want a German Shepherd again. I had one when I was a kid, and we were poor when I was a kid. But the reason that we were able to have one was because my mom was like high school sweethearts with like a local sheriff, and the canine unit breeder had like a bunch of puppies, and when they have runts that aren't like, they're like too small, so they're not like fit for service or whatever, they auction them off.
Canuck, I said no spoilers. God fucking damn it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined the
But,
whole fucking thing.
I hate you. Well, I guess we can scroll down and show everyone the piece of shit expensive cat. Go ahead, Addie.
Yeah, the cat that's worth 20,000 to 100,000. Please go on, Addie.
It's fucking stupid.
100 fucking grand for a cat?
Yeah, so he just gave the runt puppy to my mom to give to me for my birthday, and that's how I got a German Shepherd when I was a kid. And then I was like, I wonder how much a German Shepherd. Oh, $1,500 on the low end.
Yeah.
And if you're the kind of person that goes, $1,500 is a bit much for a pet, you should not even consider having that pet. Because if you think that's a lot of money, you can't afford a vet bill.
Yeah.
So you should do the responsible thing and realize you can't afford a pet like that.
I will say this: $1,500 for a purebred is way too much. Get a mutt. They are healthier in general.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, yeah, because they're not like all like inbred.
they're not inbred as fuck.
But yeah, like it breaks my heart. Like when I see like on Twitter and stuff, like people with all these fancy fucking dogs, and they're like, "Please donate to my GoFundMe. We need $8,000 for this dog's surgery." And it's like, why?
Or go
why
fund
do you
me.
have
We
this dog?
My dog developed diabetes, so we can't afford to pay. Could you help fund this?
Yeah.
My cat's got diabetes, and I just pay for that shit because I love my cat.
I know dogs are cute, and it breaks your heart when you tell them no when they beg for your table scraps. Don't feed dogs human food. Every now and then, if it's something like a piece of fruit or, you know, like a cut of meat, sure. If you're like super duper rich and you want to give them like fucking like fancy cuts of fucking beef and shit, fine. But don't get in the habit of giving them like your leftover chicken nuggets or your fucking mozzarella sticks and shit. That's how you kill a dog. That's how you give them heart disease.
If you accidentally drop something and they eat it up, that's whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just don't get in the habit of feeding them human food. There's too
Yeah.
much corn syrup and everything.
Yeah, there's
Holy
too much
shit.
stress that dogs can't fucking process.
Did you
And
know
it causes
that
them all
that's
kinds of problems.
That's the reason why there isn't a grape flavored Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Ben and Jerry's. It was either Ben or Jerry. I forget who. They were working on making a grape flavored ice cream, and they let one of them was at their girlfriend's place, and they let the dog try some. But it turns out grapes are toxic to dogs.
Oh,
and it made the dog very sick. So they decided to never make a grape flavored ice cream.
So, okay, I'm gonna read this about the Ashra cat.
Okay.
The number one is the Ashera cat. This exclusive and extremely expensive cat has a mysterious origin. The Ashera cat was made public not by a breeder, but by a company, Lifestyle Pets, which focuses on exclusive pets. They marketed and promoted this exotic cat as a new cat breed. Shit, I lost my spot.
So
as a new cat breed, the Ashera, but DNA tests from a Savannah breeder revealed that they were Savannah cats that the company bought and then sold again under the name Ashera. The Ashera is basically a marketing stunt to make a breed priced so insane only a very select few rich people can afford them. Still, people bought the Ashera cat, and the company Lifestyle Pets sold the most rare coated cats for up to $100,000. The depicted cat is a Savannah cat, since an Ashera is a Savannah. There is no real difference.
It's a fucking con.
So that's not even an Ashera cat. That's a Savannah cat.
The sad part about that is that that person's willing to spend that much only because it's a status symbol. It's like a flex. That animal's not going to get the attention and the care that it deserves, because that animal's literally just a social accessory to that person.
Yep. Yeah, that's the worst part about it. I've thought a lot about getting a pet, and then I realized, no, you're in a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Maybe fish. That's about it.
Fish are good. Fish are a pain in the ass to deal with, though.
Why?
There's a lot of cleaning. I had fish for a long time, and there's a lot of cleaning. They die, and that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got to keep that water fucking perfect, or they'll just fucking die.
Yeah, but I could also create, like, I've known a lot of people that have had fish. I've had to take care of people's fish and stuff when they're out on vacation. You can create a nice little ecosystem if you get, like, some slugs and some suckerfish and stuff in there, too, to keep the tank clean. And
no.
Oh, yeah. I had, actually, it's funny. The only one that didn't die was my pleco.
Yeah,
pleco,
I was going to say. Yeah.
So, yeah, no,
Mickey, very, very small apartment. I don't feel justified in having a cat. It's not. I don't have the space to really even set up like a tree for them. Really.
Yeah.
Also,
animals need space to run around, and running around in a small circle is not quite the same.
And anyone who owns an indoor-only cat, the only reason it's an indoor-only cat is because it hasn't been released out into the world to actually experience what real life is.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. My cat is indoor only, but she was essentially raised in a, in a shelter. So she never went out. Now she doesn't care to go out. It's like, whatever. She's old enough now that, like, whatever. She's happy.
My cat friends don't like me because I'm of the strong opinion that cats should be indoor only pets.
I typically am too.
Like not only for their safety, because here on the East Coast we have a lot of like very large predatory birds, like large barn owls and falcons and things, and they will get picked up and eaten. But more like thinking outside of how that's going to hurt you when your cat just doesn't come home one day. They
fucking ecosystem,
they destroy local ecosystems. They overhunt everything.
Well, in the city, that's fine. We want to get rid of the fucking rats.
They kill for fun. They don't necessarily just kill for food.
Yeah. A fucking house cat over the course of the day could kill dozens of fucking birds for no other reason than just to kill them.
If I was living in New York City, I would have a cat, even in the size of apartment that I have, because it would take care of any mice problem I might have. But here I am in Seattle with no problem. Don't need a cat.
Yeah, I'm not like a Nazi about it. I don't go over to like my friend's house who have outdoor cats. And I'm like, you should let them out. But like they all know about my background with my family, like rehabbing pets and shit like that. And it's just, it's a very important thing that I think a lot of people like. You need to really make sure that you're prepared for the animal that you want. So if you want a cat, you need to understand that you need to have a large enough indoor space where you can build them plenty of, stuff for them to stay entertained and enriched. You should not let them outside because of the aforementioned reasons.
I disagree, but we can argue over that some other time.
I mean, yeah. But and like the same goes with dogs and stuff too. Like if you've got like a tiny little dog, you better be very, very careful about when you take it outside. Keep it on a leash. Keep it within your backyard. Down in New Jersey, there are signs everywhere that say even in your yard, keep your fucking dogs on a leash, because they have these huge fucking hawks that are everywhere, and they will just pick up a Pomeranian. They'll just pick up a Chihuahua.
Well, to be fair, those dogs deserve to be picked up.
I have a cousin that moved down to Arizona, and she was like, her Chihuahua was just sort of hanging out in the backyard, and a hawk just swooped down and took it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it was just gone.
Yeah. If you need any further convincing that I'm not crazy, think of what's going to happen to that dog when it gets back to wherever that hawk lives, or its nest, for fuck's sake. It's going to get shredded to pieces while it's still alive. It's going to die a very painful, torturous death. So make sure that you're prepared to have, the kind of animal that you want. And if your living situation doesn't suit it, don't. It's extremely selfish to get a pet that you cannot properly provide for and that you're not prepared for, but you just get it anyway because you really want it.
That's why I stand by, if you need a pet, get a fish.
Lizards too. Lizards are super easy. Lizards, snakes.
Some, depending.
Well, your entry level like lizards, like geckos can be finicky unless you get like a crested gecko. Crested are super easy to take care of. Leopards are really hard.
Dragons.
Do not. Well, beardies are a little advanced. I wouldn't say make it your first reptile.
My parents were breeding bearded dragons for a while. They weren't that bad.
What kind of bedding did they use?
I don't remember. This was like 15, 20.
Yeah. Yeah, if you use sand or wood chips in your reptile enclosure, you should not have reptiles.
They didn't do that.
No.
I know it wasn't that. It was some. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't sand or wood chips.
Yeah. Good starter reptiles are if you want something that can get pretty big, green iguanas, super easy to take care of. They can subsist on a diet entirely of fresh fruit. Sprinkle some calcium powder on it every now and then. So if you want like a vegan pet, lizards are great. Well, not all lizards, but green iguanas are great because you can either feed them a mixed diet of like fruit and bugs, or just fruit, and they'll adapt to it and they'll live a totally healthy life. I had 2 green iguanas when I was a teenager, and I fed them nothing but fresh fruit, and they had long, happy lives. Crested geckos are easy, but they do need to eat crickets. They do need bugs. Let's see. Anoles, if you want to get like a bunch of anoles, they're very communal. They like to live in like small units. They're very small. They're about like the length of like your ring finger on average, and you can easily keep up to like 10 of them in a small in like a small enclosure for like pennies a month. But yeah, snakes are pretty easy too. Though if you are squeamish about feeding them, because you will have to feed them rats. They don't have to be live. In fact, I would suggest you don't feed them live. But snakes are expensive to get into because you need a big tank, and most snake breeds are a little pricey. But if you can overcome that hurdle, they're very cheap to maintain.
Yeah, I caught a wild garter snake once. Tried to domesticate it, didn't work out.
Don't be that person that grabs like a turtle out of your yard and keep it in your bathtub. That's a torturous existence for that turtle. Don't keep a wild animal. Just don't. Like, if you find like an injured bird or like an injured baby squirrel or something like that, and you want to like nurse it back to health, sure, go for it. But don't plan on keeping it. If it wants to stick around after the fact, fine. But don't like put it in a cage. Don't keep it in your house. Don't.
Yeah.
It's not good for the animal. Also, if you try to raise a red squirrel, good luck. It's going to destroy your fucking house. They literally like to eat drywall. If you have drywall walls, they will destroy your house.
So like rabbits.
I have been super into sugar gliders for a long time. I haven't had any. Played around with some.
Yeah, you got to be careful because most of the sugar gliders that you can get in America come from very illegal trades. And yeah, like just make sure that if you do get like a sugar glider that you really look into where it comes from.
Can we all admit that we just all want sloths?
Sloths are great. I wish that like I could provide like a healthy home for a fucking sloth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're just stoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a roommate.
Like, really, so they're just chilling out.
Yeah.
Here's some food, man. I'm gonna leave it here. I'll check back in 5 minutes, see if you made it there and actually got it.
Yeah, I would like the main reason that I wouldn't want a sloth though is that like they get caked in their shit.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, which is fine. You think, okay, fine. If I have a captive sloth, I'll just bathe it all the time. When a person handles them a lot, I don't know if like you had one that was raised captive, it would be different. But when they get handled by people, they freak the fuck out because they aren't fast enough to react. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Their brain can't keep up with what's happening, and they just panic and freeze up. You stress them out so badly when you handle them.
And they got those long fucking claws.
I don't like.
What are these sloths?
Yeah,
it makes me nervous.
Yeah,
if they're raised in captivity, it's definitely different because I've handled sloths as part of a tour in Costa Rica.
Yeah. I just, it's one of those animals that's like so exotic where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a professional, so I'm not going to give like a heavy opinion on it.
Don't do it because they're mostly wild animals.
Yeah,
if you want to hang with a sloth, go to a location that actually has sloths that you can hang with.
Yeah. Chances are with like really like exotic animals, chances are that you're supporting a trade where they just nab them out of the wild. And then they like shove them in cages and they breed them in like some guy's garage in like Guadalajara or some shit. And then they smuggle them across the border. Just really make sure that it's coming from like a reputable place. But anyway, I didn't want to make this the Addie admonishes you about liking cute animals podcast. Sorry to be a downer.
But but that's
I didn't want to
one
come
reason
on
why
and
I like
take it
sugar
over
gliders.
again.
One reason why I like sugar gliders is that they bond to their owners generally if you get them young enough.
Yeah, and they're awesome.
So they become
yeah.
they become your little friend as
Yeah.
long as you provide enough space for them. I have no
Yeah.
problem with people having
Yeah.
sugar gliders.
Yeah, and they're awesome. And like I've got no qualms with people having like a sugar. Not that you need my fucking approval for anything, but you know, they're legitimately, you know, like you can keep them. You know, like there's nothing. You're not like ruining its experience of life if you have one of captors. Just make sure you get it from a good breeder.
And also as long as you understand that they are nocturnal, so you hear a lot of skittering and gliding throughout the night.
Yeah, yeah, and like don't have a bunch of people over and be like, "Hey, look at my flying squirrel," and like wake them up at like noon. Like, no, just leave them alone. It was a problem I had when I had all my ferrets. Like, I had 4 ferrets in a 3-story cage, and they were out whenever they were away. As soon as they woke up, I would open up the door on the bottom, and they had free roam of the house. You know, and but people would come over in like the middle of the day and be like, "Oh, they're so cute. Can I play with them?" I'd be like, "If they're asleep, no," because they sleep up to 14 hours a day, and they need it because for the 10 hours that they're up, they're insane, and they don't stop until they pass out.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple like people like just casually like, "Hey, I got this little sugar glider. You want to see it? Give it a quick little pet back in the bonding pouch."
Yep.
Like, yep.
Yeah.
So that's been your animal rights activism moment of the week.
I'm not fucking. I'm not PETA. At least you'll give me that, right?
Well, yeah,
you're not that far removed.
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't go around taking people's pets and euthanizing them.
Yeah.
Addie, would you mind reading this next article that I just posted in live
Oh,
chat?
no, I hate this shit. All right.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
All right, yeah, this one's actually for me. So
go for it.
All right. Anyone who knows me knows that.
Hold on, Addie.
What's up?
You think I'd never pick articles for you?
Yeah. Well, you should have trigger warning the fucking chat.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Content warning spooters. Yeah. Spiders are my jam. They are my favorite animal next to possums. So huge huntsman spider drops on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Which possum? The American possum or the Australian possum?
Both, because they're really the same except for how they look, really. But mainly the American possum. I identify most with the American possum because it always looks like it's having like an existential crisis. And depending on if you look at it from the front or the side, if you look at it from the front, it looks like it's always happy. If you look at it from the side, it looks like the dad from Arrested Development having a meltdown. Which is pretty much me.
They also scream but don't ass.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so huge huntsman spider drops on pilot as plane lands in Australia. That's Australia for you. A giant huntsman emerged on the cockpit ceiling of a Cessna and dropped on top of a panicked pilot just as the single propeller plane was landing at a tiny airfield in the Northern Territory, Australia. New South Wales tourist Sean Hancock, who was a passenger alongside his wife Colleen and the pilot, called it a great Northern Territory experience. It sure is. The spider, which Hancock described as a 15-centimeter big boy, had been spotted inside the small plane a week earlier,
big boy.
but workers thought it had escaped. Not so. See, therein lies your first problem. When a huntsman finds a spot and it's like, yeah, it hides itself really well and it does not leave. That's its home now. And if it's a female, which this appears to be from this fucking thumbnail with a watermark on it, it will lay its eggs there, and you will have thousands of these fuckers inside your helicopter. Instead, it could
Dude
be
is flying
seen...
a Cessna. He wishes he had a helicopter.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry, my bad. I wasn't paying attention to what kind of thing it was. Fuck. Speech impediment. Come on. See, this is why I hate when you make me read shit, dude. Instead, it could be seen in the video scuttling behind a windscreen visor and then dropping somewhere in the cabin after it had bounced off the pilot's lap. He's panicking, trying to brush it off his leg, Hancock said, describing the pilot's reaction. He wasn't a fan at all. See, I love spiders, right?
Welcome to Australia, motherfucker.
Yeah, I love spiders, and I've handled like my fair share. Like I've had them on my bare hand and my thigh and stuff, like large tarantulas and scorpions and things like that. It's a human reaction that when you see that shape, no matter how big or small it is, you go, huh! Even I get it. I get it, and I am enamored with these things. So like if especially one that big fell on me, even though I'd know huntsmans have a nasty bite. They don't have like venom that's gonna hurt you or anything like that. You're
That's
not
gonna hurt.
sick. Well, no, I mean you're not gonna get sick or anything by it. But
well, as I said, it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah, they have really big fangs that feel like someone like pinching your fucking hand with pliers. It hurts a lot, but they can't really do any real damage to you. Like even knowing that, if I saw a fucking huntsman anywhere near me, I'd be like, ah! So
yeah, because like even among people that like spiders, huntsmen are big and alarmingly fast.
Yeah. And they also look like spiders that can really hurt you. So yeah, totally natural.
So yeah,
they can also do like the fucking sideways scuttle at alarming speeds.
I don't think that I've seen those videos sometimes when they do the sideways scuttle. Creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah. But Hancock had been videoing the plane's descent as it tracked towards a small red-brown airstrip, framed by lush green vegetation. Okay.
Padding.
I noticed what?
I said padding.
Oh, yeah. I noticed the pilot leaning over to the left and looking over his shoulder at my wife, he said. His wife, Colleen, then pointed up. I saw the spider and I just started laughing because I knew it was just a harmless huntsman. Hancock said, see? Like, the bite will hurt, but it will do no damage to you other than like a couple of like pinpricks on your hand.
Maybe it's it.
They're very reluctant to actually bite.
Yeah, 99% of all spiders will bolt. They just take off. They are terrified of you. They view you as a predator. They only like rear up and they do the attack thing if they realize they have nowhere else they can go. That's why like if you're like me and you watch like a bunch of tarantula owners on like YouTube, when they go to like feed them inside their enclosure or try to move them into a larger enclosure because they've grown, the spider will often rear up and do what's called the threat posture, where it puts its 4 front legs up in the air and bares its fangs. That's because it knows that it has no room to like run. Spiders don't attack. Anytime you hear someone tell you a story about like a spider chased them, I hear this all the time with camel spiders, which aren't actually spiders, but I'm not going to go into that. People say they're like, oh yeah, like I got chased by a camel spider. Bullshit. Camel spiders don't chase. They don't chase things that are big. They chase prey. They will not chase a person. They like a person.
A lot of what I heard was they chased, but it was because you were the only
source of shade
option. Yeah.
Yes. That's
They're not chasing you. They're chasing the shade.
Yeah.
It just happens to be moving along with you.
Yeah. But even that, I would need to see video of because they burrow. Why, if they're surrounded by sand, would they chase a possible threat when they could just burrow back under the sand? It takes them all of a second. I don't know. It just there's a lot of old wives' tales about spiders that just drive me fucking nuts. But anyway,
there are a couple of spiders that have a reputation for being a bit ill-tempered. Funnel web spiders can be a bit temperamental.
Yeah,
well,
brown
they're
recluse
territorial.
will fuck you up.
That's why I said like 99.9% of spiders will run. Funnel webs are territorial, and they will chase you to the edge of what they.
Well, like there's this guy on YouTube called. There's this guy on YouTube called Layer of Centipedes, and he keeps funnel web spiders as pets. And
that's terrifying.
He's like trying to clean this one of mites, and like she's rearing up, and like doing the threat posture and everything. He's like, of course, when you're as fat and unathletic as a funnel web spider, you really don't have much else.
Yeah.
They are very slow moving spiders.
Anybody that keeps spiders, it just reminds me of that movie 8-Legged Freaks.
Oh, the guy where the outbreak starts from?
Yeah, where
he's just got like that little shack full of them.
Yeah, it's got that shack full of them, and the kid shows up and it's like, "Hey, old science man. Oh no, now there's a giant trapdoor spider under a manhole." Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, visit me out in Oregon in like 15 years. That'll be me. You'll see, like, you'll take a windy dirt road up to like a secluded like cabin, like up in the woods, and I'll just have like my whole main like hangout area. The whole outer wall will be lined with tanks of like different kinds of fucking spiders.
Addie, I'm totally cool with that because I trust you. Anybody else? I'm a little hesitant. How safe are you with this? Blah blah blah. I got a lot of questions to ask.
Well,
with you, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you generally don't handle spiders. I know people like to be like, look how not afraid of it I am. Look how docile it is. Spiders get a bad rap. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get it that you're doing it to put people at ease, but
to prove a point.
But it stresses them out, and they generally don't like it. There are some spiders where like they're naturally like exploratory. They like to, like, if you let them out of their enclosure, they'll go up your arm if there's nowhere else for them to go. They'll go up your arm and be like, hey, what's up here?
I have been at other people's houses where spiders have crawled out of the, like, pushed the top off the tank and crawled out of it. And I'm like, you're not carry your spider, bro.
Yeah. That's someone who does not have an enclosure that's proper for that spider.
It also depends on, for example, there's two main classes of tarantulas.
Old world and new world.
Well, aside from that, you have terrestrial and arboreals.
Yep.
Arboreal means that they primarily spend their lives in trees.
Yep.
These ones like to climb on everything and everywhere.
You too, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, new worlds for the most part are fairly sluggish and even-tempered. Yeah. Old worlds are really fast and really angry.
And tend to be the most venomous.
Cobalt blues are a particularly aggressive species.
Cobalt blue, are you talking about one of the many names for Petalotheria metallica?
I think.
The really cool blue and gold tarantula?
Nah, they're primarily gray, and they've got very notable cobalt accents on them.
Yeah.
Exotic Slayer has a cobalt blue, and it's always pissed off.
Yeah, P metallica is incredibly aggressive. Everyone wants them because they're like a vivid, like metallic blue with like gold accents on their toes and their knees and stuff. But if it sees you, it'll rear up. And they generally they're they're completely terrestrial and they like to burrow and make a den. They're in their den 100% of their life. Unless you like drop a cricket out that doesn't want to go inside their den and they have to come out to get it, you'll never see them. And if they set eyes on you, they will go threat posture until you're out of their field of view. They are one of the most aggressive breeds of spider that you can get. They are.
King baboons are also really aggressive.
But it's kind of like beta fish. The more the brighter colored, the more colorful they are, the more aggressive they are.
Mm.
And
I love humans have bred them for their bright colors and have said, "Hey, I don't give a fuck if it's aggressive enough to actually rip apart another beta you put in the same tank."
Yeah.
Exotic
It's all
Slayer,
about the color.
I love whenever he has to change the water for his tarantulas, because whenever he has to go for his old worlds, it's like he almost always loses his tongs.
There's a
like,
trick. There's a trick that I've been trying to like leave on. Like I watch like the Dark Den. I watch Tarantula Den, Tarantula Cat, and they all struggle with like getting the water dishes out without the spider being all pissed off. I'm like, dude, like glue a magnet to the dish, and then get like a metal bar and just like put it down inside and boop, pick it up.
Yeah, that would
and
work.
then get a non-metal stick. When you go to lower it back down in, push down on the bowl so that you can disconnect the metal stick, and then you're good. You never have to put your hands in.
Yeah.
I've been like saying that for like 3 years on all their videos. Like whenever they do, like, oh, like today I'm going to show you how to clean a tank. Today I'm going to show you how I feed and water these species. I'm always like, guys, read this fucking comment. Come on. I don't care if you like invent something out of it. I don't care if I get the credit or not. Just
it's like, Spider is mad.
Yeah.
Stop being stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, again, sorry. You got like there's 3 things in this world that I care a lot about and you should never get me talking about. Animals in general, spiders in particular, and punk music. So
we have gone for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Wait, we don't normally do that?
I'm just saying this. It's time sure does fly.
Time sure does fly when Addie doesn't shut the fuck
Well,
up.
actually, we've been going for an hour and a half and 40 seconds.
Oh,
shut up.
Thank you, Captain Pedantic.
Asshole.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. As the plane touched down, the vibrations shook the huntsman loose. He'd been a good 15 centimeters across, he said. He was the big boy. Hancock, who owns pet snakes, said he wasn't scared by the stowaway. After the flight, Hancock and his wife went to watch croc jumping to round out what he said was a perfect day in the Northern Territory. Yeah, if you're from New South Wales, which is where most of my Australian friends are from, huntsmans just live in your house. You grew up with them. They're just everywhere. And they're generally good-natured. And they run away when they see you. Or not when they see you. They run away if you get too close. And generally they eat all the pests that come into your house. They eat like there's like a lot of like lizards that come in and they can like spread bacteria on all of your like surfaces. Yeah, you know, they eat cockroaches, they eat all the other bugs that you don't want around. They're gross and they're scary. There's a famous picture that was going around the early days of Reddit of a dude in New South Wales who got a free month of electricity because a massive huntsman laid her egg clutch on top of the meter. And when the guy went to check the meter to calculate the guy's bill, he couldn't, and he left a sign on the wall nearby saying, "This month's on us."
It's like, nope, mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just gonna let nature do what it do.
Yeah, here is the. I'm gonna post this in live show.
Okay.
Here's the photo. Yeah, she's right on the screen. You can't read it.
What?
Arachnophobe's worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Dina, the hell?
Yeah, the fucking guy from the power company came and left a note that said this month's on us.
Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah, we good. She could have it.
Yeah. And if you're like me and you you find Australianisms like really funny, like hearing Australians like panic and stuff like that, and the shit that comes out of their mouth, just look up, you know, like Australians finding huntsmans in like unexpected places on like YouTube. There's a video where one's like under a guy's toilet lid, and he like lifts it up because he sees like the tips of its legs poking out around the rim. So he lifts it up with a broom handle and it scuttles away. And like, this dude is like 300 pounds and he screeches like a little girl, leaps 10 feet in the air, and it's like it's just a rapid fire of just Australian panic comes out of his mouth.
Australian panic.
Oh, are we not showing the picture on stream?
What?
Are we
That
not
would be
showing?
a Rimshee decision.
Yeah.
You were all about giving
Here.
content warnings, Addie.
Well, I prefaced that there was going to be a picture of a spider and a bunch of babies.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Put it up on screen for 30 seconds, Rimshee, and then take it down. Or not even, probably like 10 or 15.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. There you go. Yep. I don't know what they pay the guys that like read the meters, but I imagine it's not enough to try to shoo that spider away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's allergy season. I'm sneezing like
fair-
crazy right now for some reason.
I feel like a few spritz from like a spray bottle with like some just normal tap water in it would be enough to shoo it away. It's like, psst, psst.
I mean, I guess like long enough that you could read the meter probably, but it would come back because its egg clutch is there.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, yeah, if you really just need to move the spider, it's like just. Psst, psst.
Yeah, and certain species of the huntsman die not long after they lay their eggs. So part of the reason why huntsmen tend not to leave their egg clutches is that they just die nearby, so that as soon as their babies are born, they have something to eat.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Now that's a mom right there.
I couldn't afford food this
Rimshee,
month,
or-
so
Yeah, this mom wouldn't
Rimshee, you already
shoot
said-
at a
I
kid
see it.
just to try and hit a dog.
just try and shoot a dog. Got it.
Wait, what? What the fuck did it? What? I
You missed
What
that
happened?
article.
Show and,
Our
yeah,
first
so-
article, a fucking bitch ends up accidentally shooting her 5-year-old son trying to kill the neighbor's dog.
It was a ricochet.
Allegedly.
Was
He
the
still
dog,
ended up with a bullet in him.
was the dog like
The
evil or
dog got
something, or-
grazed, but it wasn't too bad.
No. It's watch the VOD. We talk all about it.
Okay, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
article.
Okay. I'm not gonna be that person that comes in halfway through a movie. Hey, what's going on? Who's that?
Let's recap.
Yeah. Plus, we
There's a
don't have enough
puppy.
time to recap. We're going to start rating
fucking
soon.
puppy.
So,
Okay.
thank you everybody for watching. Like, subscribe. I don't know. Follow us. Whatever. However this works. Join the Discord so you have.
Or
a
do
chance
none
to
of
be on the
those
show.
things. We don't care.
Fuck you.
Check out,
We don't want
check
you.
out the YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Addie on Twitter.
Only if you want a lot of weird furry porn.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want it, but sometimes I like to interact with you on Twitter.
That's yeah.
Also, yeah, we're rating Laughing Scoundrel podcast. Thank you everybody for joining us. I will also be on that show and with special guest Steve McCrae. So have a good night, everybody.
Rating.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone. We are rating now.
Now!
And also, we are going to transition now.
Yes, I have to